the break changes?
Break changes?
Wait, I guess I should ask, are you a support player? Or
I am not a support player. I am a tank main.
Ah! Okay. So yeah,
Um,
I guess, what is your opinion on the break changes?
the break changes, I think they'll really nerf Tracer, and
I totally agree. Yeah, for sure.
you really saw it from the Mayhem, because Yaki is such a good Tracer, but he only looks really good if you have armor.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like, it's not fair to duel a Tracer when one of them has 200 HP, 50 armor, and the other one doesn't. It kind of just is like, oh, one team has Brig and a Tracer, and the other team has just Tracer. I guess that team wins.
Practically. Also, Genji will go from being this brawl hero back to dive.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I guess we should talk about the Genji changes too, because I feel like we're gonna see a bit of that. I don't know. I don't watch any scrims or whatever of these teams.
Who did the graphics for the game? The R in Joerazir is not capitalized. Neither is the J. Alright, that's it. We'll start seeing the bans come out for both sides, though.
Okay. So yeah, should we talk about the ban system, Joe?
Yes, so the ban system, how it will work is each team gets to ban one tank, one support, and 2 DPS. And for instance, if one clip were to ban Reinhardt, that means Agane wouldn't be able to play Ryan, but one clip will be able to.
Okay, so it's just the ban applies to the other team only.
The ban will only apply to other team, that's correct.
Okay.
And then after, I think is it 2 or 3 maps? Hero gets to be unbanned.
I forget exactly about the number of maps. But how are we? Who's going to ban first? Do you know? Between
After the first map, the bans will start to come undone. It looks like the first ban will be Sigma and Orisa.
Okay.
Where Sigma will Agane will not be able to play the Sigma, and Orisa will not be allowed to be played for one clip. The supports will be Mercy and Ana. One clip will not be able to play Ana, and Agane won't be able to play Mercy.
Okay.
I
think the first DPS ban just came through.
It looks like it'll be Pharah for both sides.
Pharah for both sides. Interesting.
We're just waiting for our last DPS ban.
Joe, I think somebody's messing with you.
Somebody,
I'm
on stream. Going to be very furious. My name is Pocket Fix. First of all, who screwed it up originally? And then who decided to change it to that? I mean, we're gonna have an issue.
Oh, okay. Looks like we got the last round of DPS bans.
Thank you, Trigger. Looks like it'll be Doom. One clip will ban Doom, so Doom will be unavailable for the side of Agane. Okay. And then Agane will be banning Genji, so no Genji for one clip, which I think is fairly interesting. They decide to go with the Genji here. It's a very powerful character, but not sure if it will be used as much as we saw it in last week of the Overwatch League.
Oh yeah, they were spamming Genji.
There is a good chance we do see a lot of the Genji, because if you go back and rewatch those games, the teams that were playing Genji were the teams that aren't as coordinated, aren't as polished. And so I feel like there's a very high chance we do see the Genji come out.
Is that... Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Because Genji tends to be kind of a solo carry that you kind of need to pump a lot of resources into, and kind of makes him the focus of the team, and everyone plays kind of around the Genji. And you think that in this instance, it's going to be more likely that the teams are a little more coordinated and less focused on a single DPS player.
And it looks, our first map will be Lijiang, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that correct?
I think it is. There's a good chance I'm stupid and wrong.
Well, they'd be debating
possible.
both of us in that case.
It's always possible. That is right. Lijiang will be our first map. You could see I was gonna say we could see a lot of Pharah, but that is actually banned for both sides, so we will not be seeing any Pharah on a very Pharah-friendly map.
Mm. So actually, do you know? Do they get to see the map before they make the bans, right?
I think that's correct. I think they are able to see the map before they decide to make the bans. I wonder which heroes will be unbanned after this first map.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I have never seen either of these teams play, so I think I'd like to see at least the first game before I make any predictions for sure, but definitely excited.
These are two very new rosters. There are some familiar faces, but there aren't these aren't a lot of these. Since it is a draft league, this is a new team. This is the first time we'll be seen this will be the first time we will actually get to see them. I'm very excited to see this one clip team. I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing Grape kick in, because he's this very aggressive Reinhard. Ryan is very good. Am I stupid? Which team banned Ryan again?
I thought neither team banned Ryan. I thought it was Sigma Orisa.
It's Sigma Orisa. You're right.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Sigma Orisa.
He has fight. Grape says he's the manager. Grape Brain.
He is the manager, but he could still be playing.
Oh, I didn't know you could.
Managers can still play for their team. They just take up a roster spot.
Maybe he's just he wants to get the other tank some practice or some play time. So, do you know? Is this? Are these teams going to be competing in the Tournament of Kings Row as well?
Yes, these teams will be competing. This is just an invitational tournament with all 8 of these teams that will be competing in the Tournament of Kings Row to really get a good grasp on where teams place. As we're
for seeding and stuff like that.
Doesn't have anything to do with seeding.
Oh, okay.
So how the Tournament of Kings Row works is it's a season kind of set up like the Overwatch League. And we're in the game, but we
immediately hit pause.
So not sure. Looks like we just had some issues with spectating permissions, and it looked like we're finally in the game.
It's gonna be unpaused.
And we're back in. First map, our first point will be on Roll Center.
Very swingy map. Feel as whichever team kind of wins first point tends to push up to the choke, and then it's kind of a shit show. Forgive my French. On whoever can get through the choke and successfully make that flip happen.
I would like to see the Doomfist come out from Agane.
Now, is that because of the hero or because of a DPS player that you have an eye on?
I just think the hero is very good on this map, and they do have it locked in. And if he does stick on the Doom, I'll be very happy. He's very viable on this map, and they are very good with it.
So, can we talk a bit about the picks? We probably won't have much time before the first fight starts, but both teams are going with the Rein Zarya tank line.
As we get into the fight here, there's walls comes out from both sides of the team. They're trying to
big sleep on the Doomfist.
And they're going to manage to take him down with the icicle, but Dad...
Oh, but the Zarya going down for the side of Agane.
The wall comes up, they're going to freeze Bun, and Dad takes down CVT. they're gonna push forward into the May wall, and it looks like this is a fight win for Go Agane.
Poor Lucio trying to get out. It's not having a good time. Alright, so we have the first point captured for one clip.
Go Agane. Wait, no, one clip. I'm stupid. One clip. That's one clip. Alright. Very affirmative fight there. Bit of a
interesting wall. Oh, got the slam on the. Oh, huge response.
Oh, they're only gonna manage to find the one kill off of it, but that might be enough as they're gonna push forward and find two more. And
Joe, I think we're actually on. The stream is on a bit of a delay. It looks like, so maybe we should be looking at the Twitch stream to commentate. So it looks like we might be a bit ahead of time. I just noticed.
The audio, the audio's safe. We're good.
Ah, okay, perfect. Alright, so, they actually failed to push through.
Early grab. And,
good Lucio lead, but the Blizzard
side.
response freezes up the team. Blizzard for Blizzard, though, so they're kind of safe for now. So far, they're just trading Lucios. I don't see a point flip coming from this. Oh, until the Rhine goes down, so now it kind of looks like it's Go Agne's turn to run luck on point.
Go Agane will manage to tap. They just need to get the cleanup, but as I say that, they managed to take down Noma.
A big pick on the Ana.
The grab. Bit of an overcommitment there, and they're gonna manage to get it up to 85%. It looked. Don't get why they shattered and grabbed that. They managed to build up 30 and 15% respectively, but just seems like a
panic ult. Oh, bit of a good wall. Just punch on the Doomfist.
Reform comes out for CBT as they're gonna push up.
Go Agane is giving them so much space right now.
They're gonna commit the Meteor Strike, and it finds
gets a pick on the Reaper. Oh, the Doomfist, you were right, just getting so much value.
Another fight win comes out from one clip, and this could be the end, but as I say,
Go Agane. It's kind of put on the ropes here. They kind of have to touch now. 93, 94.
Will they even be able to?
The Reaper just had to use Wraith to try to touch point.
Nobody will be able to
Desperation ult. Unfortunate.
First point goes the way of one.
Score 1-0.
What was I noticed that their Doom was very effective there, as we look like we need a bit of a pause.
So yeah, let's try to break down maybe a bit of what we saw in that match. So yeah, the Doomfist is definitely getting a couple picks there with his one punch. Is there a technical problem with this pause, or?
Not sure what the issue is. Look, we're gonna try to get back into the game fairly quick.
Okay.
And yes, we are good. It looked like there was some issue on the side of one clip, but everything is fixed as we're gonna get back in. Our next point will be... I just forgot what it was called.
Is this tower? I always forget the names of...
I remember the names. I never remember this one. There's a...
I think this is... I don't think this is Night Market. I think Night Market's the last one.
No, Night Market's the last one. The other one was Control Center?
Yeah, so I think this is Tower.
I don't think that's actual. Is it Village?
No,
doesn't really matter.
Now you're making me self-doubt, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. See a couple switches coming out on the side of Go Agane. Looks like they're dropping the Zarya in favor of D.Va. I wonder what they're hoping to eat with that. Just a dome on the Tracer. Oh, Doomfist missing the punch though. Manages to get out.
Oh, they freeze on some bun. They're gonna try to push on to point. One clip will manage to take some point presence, as CBT will be able to come back very quick. And the first capture will go to one clip.
So now, what I really would like to see some value coming out of this D.Va pick, because obviously they're hoping for something to be eaten by the DM or something to swap out the Zarya for this D.Va.
Force the Doom out and they punch.
Oh, Doomfist!
The edge. Oh
no.
no! They're gonna try to engage here off the back of that, but Akimbo gets demech. Dueling Coalescence and they take down Bun. This might actually be a fight win for one clip, even though that should have never been the case.
Oh, shatter from the Echo Rhine. Nothing comes out of it though, unfortunately, as he's
This
quickly.
fight is very winnable, but not anymore. As Noma CBT will go down, and that will just lead the rest of the cleanup. Huge mistake there from us. Never mind.
Some big ult commitments on the side of Go Again, with both DPS ults being committed with nothing to show for it. A little unfortunate there. Again, I'll keep wanting to draw attention to this Diva pick. I'm not exactly sure what they're hoping to eat. The defense matrix that brings value here.
Maybe they want to try to eat this Blizzard and the Graph here, but
that's all I could think of, the Grab or the Blizzard, but those are some pretty high impact ultimates that are a little tricky to eat, so I would like to see it.
Just the Shatter comes down and finds one onto that.
Oh, disgusting counter Shatter. Oh my god. The Shatter.
I'm starting
grab.
to see why Grape's not in.
Goodness.
Oh my word. Owo's been just putting in the work here. That's his second 6-man of the game. Oh my word. That's one fight territory for one clip.
Absolutely. Agane needs to get this point right now. I mean, they need a touch. I mean, I don't know who on their side. Oh, looks like Tracer managed to sneak around.
ABT will be able to touch. The Blizzard comes in.
Diva did eat the Blizzard. There we go. A little bit too late though for that.
He comes down, and the Coalescence will come out from Gavant.
We'll see exactly how many this Diva bomb gets.
And it's just cleanup for the side of one clip. This is just utter domination. The Diva pick didn't do anything until it was too late.
A little too late, I agree. So the ball manages to get a presence on the point. It's just kind of stalling though. Gets solo shattered for his trouble. Rough.
They do manage to take down Gavant, but I think that will be all they're able to get. He's just trying to contest point.
Well, I don't know about the Echo ult on the Tracer. I'm not exactly sure if that's who he meant to ult or duplicate.
They're gonna manage to take him down, and that's
this is classic overtime. We see trickling in. They're not exactly managing. Oh, a grab might do it. Unfortunately, we're not seeing any red on the kill feed. Unfortunately.
That's it. First map going the way of one clip. Fairly dominant performance. I think it's more of kind of what we expected. What I expected at least. And just some big plays coming out from OO.
Oh, I would have liked to see that play of the game.
No. As our that was just a dominant performance. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, I think Go Again had a total of maybe 30-20% capture over both maps.
Just they managed to get, I think it was 80% on the first map, but
oh, did they? Oh, I forgot about that.
As our next map type will be Escort, and each team will also be able to unban a hero if I'm not mistaken. One clip and Go Again will be able to unban one hero, so the other team will be able to use it.
So they don't unban for themselves?
No, so they will unban a hero, and then it opens up for the other team to be able to use it again. So how both teams banned Pharah, if they both want to unban Pharah, they could do that, and each team would be able to use Pharah. But if only one clip unbanned Pharah, then one clip would not be able to use the Pharah, but Go Again would. And one clip will be unbanning Orisa.
Orisa, interesting. Are they perhaps honing in on a perceived tank difference?
Main tank difference.
Main tank, exactly. Yeah, because I would say the person that drew my watch the most was OO, definitely for one clip, the Reinhardt. Some huge shatters coming out from him. So are they going to get to ban another hero after unbanning, or is it just the unban?
So
and that's it.
they will just unban it. I am mistaken. Apparently they unbanned for themselves.
Oh, okay.
Told it was the same as the Lunatic High game, but apparently it's not. It looks like the Sigma will be available for Go Again to use. Very interesting that both tanks are unbanned. Double shield, maybe? Depends on the map pick, but it's still very usable. What did you think of these bans?
Well, I mean, I don't really know these players personally or have ever seen them play, but just being privy to this match chat, it looks like these are some targeted unbans. Seems like these they have tanks. The Akimbo seems like a Sigma player, so I guess they were target banned, and now they're trying to flip the tables by getting their main heroes back. So very much, I'd like to see what they can do on their main heroes. Excited to see it.
Feel like one clip, they don't really need to be using the Orisa. Do you have this feeling they unbanned Orisa and then they're just not going to play her the entire series? I feel like they're not going to play her.
I don't know. I don't know what this what OO plays, but we saw a very, very good Ryan performance out of OO. So maybe they're gonna play Ryan Orisa. Maybe his Orisa's better. Maybe it's just a mind game to mess with Go Again.
He has a very good Orisa, but his Ryan is just.
Actually, I hope, now that you say it, I hope you're right. I hope they unban Orisa and they don't play her just to mess with them. I hope it was a big mind game, just to screw them up.
And our next map will be Rialto.
Okay.
This was the pick of Go Again. Interesting map pick. I hope we could see some Widow. Widow can be very good on this map, but you do have to hit all your shots. There's just so many sightlines you can play around.
For sure. I mean, and there's nothing more exciting than to watch a Widow pop off on a map like that. Just start to lose a team fight and then turn it around single-handedly by getting a couple key pickoffs. So definitely would like to see that. Do you think they're going to play Doomfist again? One clip, that is.
I would be shocked if we saw the Doomfist come out for one clip. There's just, the sightlines are just so long, you're not able to get these big punches, to get these one-shots onto the squishies. Doom is much better on these very tight and enclosed spaces, but not super tight. Because if he's in extremely tight rooms, he could just kind of get bullied. He wants to have some space to work with. Mm-hmm. But if he has too much space, he just can't do anything and will just be shut down by a hit scan. Wonder if we will see who we will be seeing play the Widow, if we see the Widow at all.
If we see the Widow, yeah. I wonder if the defense is going to play a Sombra in response to your Doomfist question. I think on defense, on the first point, a Sombra can be surprisingly tricky to deal with because there's so much space that the attack doesn't exactly, that mega pack, not exactly sure how to describe it, but the mega pack behind the building can be a difficult place for the attack to reach. And looking like we are doing our final pass arounds to see if both teams are ready before we start the match.
Just to clarify, the Brig nerfs are live.
Yes, okay. Unless there is a unless they've somehow managed to do a patch, previous patch game, which
I just couldn't quite remember if they were live or not.
I think Brig patch is live. The Diva changes are live. Maybe that's why we saw Diva in the last match of the last round. Maybe they thought the Diva buffs were enough to make her viable again.
I think Diva is viable, but just not with the Reinhardt.
In a Rein Zarya versus Rein Zarya, swapping out the Zarya for the Diva is very situational. I would agree, and not saying that it can't work. Definitely if they eat key ults, stop a Blizzard, stop that Grav, definitely flip around fights. Unfortunately, it came out a bit too late last time. So now we are seeing their hero picks. Looks like Go Again is attacking first. They're going for the double shield Sigma Orisa. And I was right. One clip unbanned Orisa, right? Oh no, was it Go Again who unbanned Orisa?
One clip was unbanned Orisa.
Ah, okay.
But they will be playing the Ryan... Wait. Yes, if I am... Yeah, that's right. They'll be playing the Ryan Sigma and Dume on defense of Real.
So yeah, we are going to see the Doomfist on defense. Very interesting. I don't know, maybe they hope to get some wall value? I'm not exactly certain.
Where? How can you get wall value on
We'll have
Real?
to wait and see.
We'll be seeing a double sniper setup. No Widow. A little bit disappointing. Hulk comes off from the high ground and manages to find two. Is they're gonna be able to push it up around this corner? I think the main wall could be used here to just shut them off.
Right
this is really
here.
the only people I can think of.
You can see her kind of just waiting in the corner, just waiting to seal her prey's fate.
CBT with a huge pick. They're gonna try to put...
There's a big Ash Dynamite pressuring from behind the cart. Now she's a little bit out of position, and it just takes that
She
to
just
high
takes
ground.
so much attention and she manages to get out. The wall will allow them to pull off and regroup, but the Hulk comes
But
in
the
and keeps
Hulk
them
groups them all
moving.
together.
Huge
Oh,
rock
the
and
first
damage.
Sigma going down.
They're-
Oh, the
and
Doomfist?
They're gonna manage to take him down, and the shatter is massive.
Oh, the
It's
shatter.
over by two.
Absolutely disgusting.
And pops off, and bit of a tricky situation early on that team fight, but they managed to turn it around.
Yeah, with the Doom going down, I thought it was a little bit tricky, especially with the Ash getting the big Dynamite behind them on point. But manages to come back in time, secure a pick.
See
And
this off angle from Akimbo.
see him.
When it allows him to get around the corner, that was so smart. As
The Doomfist, big setup.
From across the map, takes down Dad.
Oh, manages to get the charge on the ride.
The window goes down, but the grab.
Oh, big
Huge
flux.
by
Oh,
three.
there's no lamp available for them.
Okay.
Lights out. There's a
Highlight
three-man
that.
grab. That's going into the saved highlight folder. By the way, this is a personal note. I took a look at my saved highlights folder. It's 17 gigabytes of 10-second clips. I don't know if anybody else has the same problem, but might just get a dedicated hard drive for it at this rate. See the Doomfist on a flank angle again. This time the Sigma's going up to check him.
He's so low. They managed to keep him alive. The Blizzard and the wall come down though, and they're gonna not manage to take him out. As the lamp will
Oh, that's a big. Oh, that's unfortunate. The Lucio ult comes out in response. Oh, but the Lucio lands into Hanzo Dragons, and it looks like Go Again will be able to.
You throw down the dragon, you pull them up in the sky, and then throw the dragon directly where they'll fall down.
And they land right in there.
Yeah, they managed to find two with it.
Man,
Great
there's
combo.
not enough that the beat can do against that.
The ults are about even for each side. Are they gonna recontest? And they
I think
will.
so. So we see that Olo is holding the shatter, and their Ryan just goes down. So that's a free shatter. Oh, but did they have a Zenyatta ultimate and a lamp? A bit of an overcommit there, I think. Committing
The
lamp
trans-
and trans.
I don't like the trans. After you lose the Ryan there, there's just the trans just
Yeah.
kind of away. I would have
I
liked
mean-
to see the trans earlier as soon as he got him rolled off.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I think the trans might have been okay if the lamp wasn't out, but to use both the lamp, which is a 23 second, I'm not exactly sure, cooldown, along with the ultimate to save the same person,
30 seconds.
seems to be a bit of a mistake on their part. Now we see a hero switch. The Zenyatta swap to a Lucio, no doubt to get back to going faster. We see them taking a right approach on attack, going through that narrow bridge.
Oh, the wall.
Oh, big wall off! Oh, but that's
thing
where
is,
we like to see the lamp.
why-
That's a good lamp.
Is anybody gonna be able to touch? I don't
Oh,
think
and the clock is ticking down. The Sigma is desperately trying to approach. He manages to touch. Unfortunately, he dies, and now it's just the Lucio on point. Poor Lucio. You can't help but feel bad for them in this case. Just staring down 6 people at once, and
utter
will
dominance.
stop them.
Score.
So yeah, I mean, they actually pulled off the Doomfist May on defense. I don't know if it was exactly a DPS difference that won them the fight, but they pulled it off.
Initiating.
That the only fight they won, they had to commit 4 ults to win it. I mean,
yeah, a little unfortunate. I mean, if they were ults that could win them fights single-handedly, such as the Shatter landing, perhaps they wouldn't have to commit as much, but fortunately not enough.
wonder if we're gonna see this Doom on attack.
I would like to. It looks like Doom is one of his
Maybe.
signature heroes. Oh, there's the Widow pick. Very
Oh.
excited to see the Widow. Oh, he was just teasing me. No, wait. Now he's McCree. Oh, he's back to Widow. We'll just have to see what they walk out with.
On the defense, though, we'll see a May Torb.
Looks like they're swapping off the Orisa as well. They probably had to realize it's a little more difficult to play the Shatter game. Oh, and we have a pause.
It appears to be on the side of Go Agane. Not quite sure what it is. But looking at these team comps, I would be shocked if one clip stays on the Widow Junkrat. Not sure the point of it. Don't really like it. But they could probably run it anyways. They're just getting completely rolled over by one.
It might just be a flex pick, just to show you, hey, I don't need to play my best hero Doom. I'm just gonna practice my Widow against you guys. That would be the ultimate flex.
I want to see a attack Torb.
Attack Torb.
I want to see an attack Torb.
Let's see if the defending Torb gets a hammer kill. I think that would be just as memeful. We'll see.
I want an attack Torb hammer kill.
Can't help but root for the underdogs here. Go again, because nobody loves a match as much as a close match that you expect one side to win and it comes down to the last wire and then there's an upset. We'll see if Go Again can show us that kind of performance. Not exactly sure what technical problems we're having at the moment.
Hopefully we can resolve them fast and get right back into the action. You'll see a Lucio Baptiste, though, from the side of Go Agane.
Kind of an interesting support combo.
I would prefer to see a Ana if you're gonna run something like that. Maybe they want to run the Bat just for the immortality. But in that case,
it is a huge value. Sorry, I called it an ultimate because that's kind of what I think it has. It practically is, but it's a huge value cooldown that is akin to an ultimate that is available to them. With the pick of the Moira on the side of one clip, I'm a little interested to see how they're going to keep their Widow and their Junkrat topped off, because I figure that the supports are kind of going to be glued to the tank line, and I guess the Widow's just going to have to fend for herself. And is there... Looks like the teams are having a little bit of fun in match chat at the moment.
And it looks like we're ready. We're just waiting for both ours, and we've got them, and we're just waiting for the unpause. Triggered. Still pause. I was gonna say NA lobby. We got NA lobby. NA casters, NA teams.
Hey, and we're proud of it.
We're proud of it. At least we're not like a European cast.
Oh yeah.
They think European people think that goats. They thought they were good at goats. Just not true. Looks like Dad on the Doomfist.
They swapped Doomfist players. Interesting. Let's see if the Widow gets any flashy picks right off the top. Doesn't look like.
Good damage. Take an icicle to the dome. Kind of a bad May wall is the.
A little bit of a bad wall, yeah, I agree, because the point just breaks it for free. Disruptive Doomfist, but the Torb turret is in actually a very good spot. Nobody really on one clip is able to deal with it except the Junkrat. Oh, I forgot they don't have a Junkrat, so nobody was really able to deal with it that well. This the Widow gets a better sightline.
They have a weird time to swap.
Yeah, well, I think that's in response to the Torb turret because they realized that
Window comes down extremely early. A Fire Strike doesn't find anything, but they have to respect it.
that Torb
Wait,
turret
they're
is just dealing with so
Junkrat.
much. I think, oh, the Junkrat is pushing Cart from behind. Torb turret needs to be dealt
Torb
with.
turret
It's
is at this point
just,
just
he's
sitting on the
MVP. He's dealing so much damage. Finally goes down.
Shatter
Oh,
doesn't
Shatter
find anything.
locked. Oh,
The Shatter
what? Humongous! How did he? Was he booped up or something, or uppercut? It was in the air for so long. But they're still losing this point somehow. Torb is trying his best. He's leaking all over point. It's not enough.
CBT is trying to dish out some CBT. It's just not able to.
Not enough. Oh, but they come back on point. They contest early enough. Oh, Mei dying before getting to use her cooldown's a bit unfortunate here.
This
I don't know
map,
where the ball is coming from.
we're gonna be able to pull him off the cart to get some delay, and they managed to find
Oh, disgusting tire on point. Just wins them the.
Oh my
Oh,
word!
goodness. My goodness. That tire. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see where the Junkrat was hiding from. Oh, interestingly enough, it's not the tire that's the play of the game. Huh.
Was the 4K?
Looks like it's gonna be
4K,
the disgusting flux with the.
nasty.
Yeah, they didn't have the lamp available for this. It just slams them down. Good old-fashioned GGs from both sides.
Take a 2-0 series lead.
So, is it best of 5 or?
First to 3.
Okay.
So
This could be very well be the last game.
in theory, we could see a map 8. I mean, a map 7. That's it? We're done? Oh, I'm stupid. Apparently, it's first to 2. So,
Oh, that's it then. Wow.
one clip takes the series in about 20 minutes.
Is that a record?
We've been live for 35 minutes, and we've had 2 pauses.
Some technical issues.
That,
Well, that was
2 2-0s to start off
Interesting.
the Invitational. Just really a dominant performance from one clip. Just couldn't do anything.
so. Yeah, what would you attribute to the dominance for? Was it the Reinhardt? I mean, obviously, I think the Reinhardt outperformed a lot. But were there any other players that you wanted to point out that did pretty well? Somebody wants an interview.
Just the entire team just really, you talk about there's this main tank difference meme, like DPS difference. The entire team, there was the main tank difference, off tank, every position. I mean, just
Yeah, I mean, obviously, maybe we didn't get to see the full potential. You know, we didn't get to see everything that Go Again had to offer. But just from these 2 matches, I didn't really see anybody on Go Again really outperforming their counterparts. These 2 matches, I didn't really see
maybe that's
anybody on Go Again.
Yo, what's up?
we got hello, Grace.
Hello.
Yes.
So this is.
Grape, the manager of One Clip, correct?
Yes, correct.
Coming into the tournament, were you guys confident? Have you guys had good results in scrims? What has the team been feeling recently?
So as soon as the team started, like we didn't really want to scrim. We wanted to do internals right away to get like a good setting on where we would stand. We did internals for like the last 2 days, and we've practiced a lot of different comps to just prepping for everything. Coming to this game, we knew we were going to be underestimated in general because, I manage this team and I don't have the best image in other draft leagues as well. So I knew we were going to get underestimated, but this team is full of a lot of hardworking individuals and really committed individuals. So I knew that we were going to at least put up a fight, if not win. I feel like this win showed us that we are up there in terms of whether or not we can actually compete with the top dogs. And this was a quite decisive win, if you ask me. So I'm really proud of everyone. And yeah, we're just waiting for the next match to show that we're definitely not an underdog in this league.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's great.
Yo, real interview has arrived. What?
Oh, we have
And we have-
One Trick has entered the chat.
Yes, sir. Yo, you see my Widow play? I was nuts.
Dude, that was
Definitely.
nasty. You got headshot by a May, and I think you had a couple body shots. Good job.
Yeah, I hit 2 body shots, and I walked back to spawn, swapped, and made up for it with a 4K tire to win the match.
this is the
Definitely,
question
that tire was
everybody-
disgusting.
It's the question everybody's wanted to know. Are you a Doom One Trick?
How the fuck
I
do
can
people
answer
think
that.
I'm a
I can
Doom
answer that.
one
I can
trick?
answer that. He is a Pharah and Doom OTP.
No, I'm
Okay.
a fair OTP,
Alright,
but
thank
like I can like kind of flex onto anything. I'm just kind of bad. So
Yo, have you seen the Aspect Widow? It's so bad. Oh my god.
no, the
Oh.
Widow's nuts, dude. I'd be in head.
Literally in comms when Aspect went Widow, oh, was like, wait, when did we decide on the Widow too? And he was so mad. It was the
I
funniest thing
was
ever.
so hyped. I was hoping we'd see more Widow on Rialto.
Yeah, so I'd like to talk about that a little bit. I saw that the Widow swapped for the Junkrat midway through that push at the end. So what was your rationale for swapping?
was-
Obviously, the tire was filthy, so... I mean,
the
if that
play was to walk at a spawn on Lucio, or fuck, not Lucio, my head ass, on Widow, and then swap to based on their comp. And I was like, yo, Junk would just like shit on their comp, so I swapped Junk.
And shit,
we
it
won the game.
did. Absolutely.
It's a big W.
Yep,
I mean,
very much.
team's kind of bad, but you know.
Shots. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
okay. I told my team to
goodness.
not be toxic. Aspect is no longer part of one clip. I'm gonna announce it right now.
Okay, that's literally. I have not said anything past the time you like flamed
over
me.
to Horizon League to pursue his passion of being a Doom or a OTP.
Oh yeah, I'm perma bench in HL rule.
Well, we have to go to the next game and just kind of prep for the next one. So I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for casting. Thanks a lot.
Bye, Gabe Cake.
And hopefully we can take this win and translate to the next one.
Alrighty.
guys.
Okay,
Well,
do you
thank you
have
for the
any more
game.
questions for me, or am I done too?
You're done. Get out. We don't.
Alright, jeez. Cast more
games.
games though. I'll lock Widow. I got you.
Do it.
Remote.
Cool. All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
So
That was interesting.
that was an interesting interview. Thanks everybody for stopping by for a fairly quick game. We'll see y'all later for the rest of the Invitational. Anything you have to say?
Nope. So yeah, I mean, there's a second round is going to happen right as soon as the. Oh, but I thought the other match actually finished.
It has
The-
just finished.
Ah.
No, it has not. I'm delusional.
Oh, it's still
That
going
match
on.
is still going on. You can catch it on a different stream, twitch.tv/rockcraft. He's streaming the other game, which is Reddit Lucio's versus Smilers. Go ahead and go catch that game, as it will decide who will be moving on to the second round. For one clip, though, they will be playing Bench Gang in the next round.
I thought it was a single elimination. Oh no! Sorry, one clip. They were the ones who won.
One clip.
My apologies. So yeah, pity we won't be able to cast for that because I believe we will be taking the winner of this Reddit Lucios and Smilers versus the Michigan Moyas and Functional. So do we see the results of that second match yet?
No, Reddit Lucio's versus Smilers is still going. They're on map 2 currently. Watch Portugal. So that will be it for us here. We'll see y'all later.
Thank you for tuning in.